In 1908, a young journalist walked into the home of the richest man in America, Andrew Carnegie, steel magnate. The man who had built an empire so large it produced more steel than the entire country of Britain combined. A man whose personal fortune, adjusted for today's economy, would be worth more than $300 billion. The journalist's name was Napoleon Hill. He was 25 years old, broke, ambitious, and completely unprepared for what was about to happen in that room. Carnegie did not simply give Hill an interview and send him on his way. He gave him something far bigger. He gave him a mission, a challenge that would consume the next 20 years of Hill's life. Ultimately, he produced what many consider to be the single most important book ever written about wealth and the human mind. Carnegie looked at this young, hungry journalist and gave him a choice. I want you to go out into the world and interview every successful person you can find. Study them, analyze them, find the thread, the invisible thread that connects all of them. And once you find that thread, I want you to turn it into a formula simple enough that any ordinary person, a farmer, a clerk, a factory worker, anyone, could use it to build their own fortune. Hill accepted the challenge, and he had no idea what he was actually signing up for. Over the next 2 decades, Hill interviewed more than 500 of the most successful people in America: Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller, Alexander Graham Bell, Theodore Roosevelt, William Wrigley, King Gillette, George Eastman, names that, even a century later, still shape the world we live in. He sat in their offices. He walked their factory floors. He studied their habits, their daily routines, their decision-making processes, the way they spoke, and the way they handled failure. He was not just collecting quotes for a book. He was conducting one of the most extensive psychological studies of achievement that has ever been undertaken, decades before psychology departments existed. And what he found at the end of those 20 years was not what most people expect. It was not superior intelligence. Many of the people he studied had little formal education. It was not inherited wealth. Many of them started with nothing, less than nothing, in some cases, starting deep in debt. It was not luck or simply being in the right place at the right time. What he found was something far more fundamental, something that every single human being who is watching this video right now already possesses, fully formed, right now, in their own mind. It was the power of directed thought. Specifically, the combination of burning desire, unshakable belief, and a willingness to organize one's entire mental and physical effort around a single goal. In 1937, Hill published his findings in a book titled Think and Grow Rich. That book has now sold more than 100 million copies worldwide. It has remained on bestseller lists for more than 50 consecutive years, an almost unheard of achievement, and it has been credited with creating more documented millionaires than any other book. This is video 2 of the Money Mastery Program, and today we are going to go inside this book completely, every one of the 13 principles, every major story, every practical application. This is going to be a longer video than usual because this book is not a list of tips. It is a complete philosophy, an operating system for the mind. Operating systems cannot be installed in fragments. They need to be understood as a whole, with each piece building on the one before it. So get comfortable. Maybe grab a notebook. Before we touch any of the 13 principles individually, we need to understand the single foundational idea that the entire book rests on. Napoleon Hill's central thesis is this: thoughts are things. Thoughts held with sufficient clarity, charged with emotion, and repeated with consistency have the power to organize a person's behavior around bringing those thoughts into physical reality. It sounds like something out of a New Age seminar, but Hill is describing something that modern psychology and neuroscience have since independently confirmed using different tools. Your brain is bombarded with an almost infinite amount of sensory information every second. So your brain uses a filtering system called the reticular activating system. Its job is to decide, largely below conscious awareness, what gets through to your attention and what gets filtered out as irrelevant noise. That filter is not neutral. It is calibrated by what you focus on. If your habitual thoughts about money are rooted in worry and scarcity, your filter is calibrated to notice threats. If they are oriented toward a goal, your filter recalibrates to notice opportunities. Principle 1: Desire. the starting point of all achievement. Hill begins with desire. He found one trait present in every single one of his subjects, without exception. Each of them developed a desire for a specific outcome that was so intense, so consuming, so central to their identity, that it functioned almost like an obsession. Hill provides 6 specific steps for transforming a vague wish into a definite desire. Step 1. Fix in your mind the exact amount of money you intend to accumulate. Step 2. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Step 3. Establish a definite date. Step 4. Create a definite plan and begin putting this plan into action immediately, whether or not you feel ready. Readiness is a result of beginning, not a precondition. Step 5. Write out a clear statement of these points. Step 6. Read this written statement aloud, twice every single day, once before sleep and once after waking. Now let me tell you the story of Edwin Barnes. He had absolutely nothing remarkable about his circumstances, but he had developed a desire to work with Thomas Edison. He arrived looking like a tramp. Edison gave him the lowest level job, sweeping. Barnes took it as a foothold. He waited with the burning knowledge that his moment would come. When Edison's sales team failed to sell the new dictating machine, Barnes asked for the chance. He became a millionaire and Edison's business partner. Principle 2. Faith. Hill describes faith as a state of certainty, an internal knowing that what you desire is already in the process of becoming real. Principle 3. Autosuggestion. This is the mechanism for influencing the subconscious mind through repeated, emotionally charged communication of specific thoughts to yourself. Principle 4. Specialized knowledge. Knowledge is not power. It is only potential power. What matters is specialized knowledge organized and directed toward a specific purpose. Hill illustrates this with Henry Ford. When asked general knowledge questions in court, Ford replied that he could summon men who knew the answers. He didn't need to clutter his own mind. Principle 5. Imagination. Every building and company existed first as an act of imagination. You cannot move toward a destination you cannot picture. Principle 6. Organized planning. Hill introduces the Mastermind Alliance, a group who comes together in harmony, combining knowledge and resources toward a shared goal. Principle 7. Decision. Successful people reach decisions quickly and change them slowly. Struggling people reach decisions slowly and abandon them at the first sign of difficulty. Principle 8. Persistence. Hill tells the story of R.U. Darby, who stopped digging for gold just 3 feet away from a fortune. He later became a top insurance salesman by remembering that lesson. Principle 9. The power of the mastermind. No great power or fortune has ever been built by an individual acting alone. It requires coordination in a spirit of harmony. Principle 10. The subconscious mind. It is a fertile field. It will grow whatever seeds you plant, positive or negative, based on consistency and emotional intensity. Principle 11. The brain. A broadcasting and receiving station for thought. Modern neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity, the capacity for your brain to physically reorganize itself. Principle 12. The sixth sense. This is the source of sudden flashes of insight and intuition that arrive once the other principles are mastered. Principle 13. Outwitting the 6 ghosts of fear. Fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. These are merely states of mind that can be changed. Go through the 6 steps of desire. Write down your goal and read it aloud for 30 days. Pay attention to what you start noticing. In video 3, we go into secrets of the millionaire mind. Subscribe and share this video. The Money Mastery program continues.